awesome, guys. Beautiful people. You guys have been awesome, guys. How are you doing, guys? Hope you're doing awesome. I'm doing good. How is your Tuesday going? Mine is actually going well, and yes, I'm good. Most importantly, guys, how are you doing? You see, coming here on YouTube live, it's more like some most times I do not come here prepared, because every time I prepare myself, it's the how do I put it, the days that I'm so busy, and at the end of the day I end up not showing up. But today I just told myself that I was gonna be here. What's the problem? Okay, so welcome, guys. If you can see my live, please, guys, join in on my live. Let me know that you guys are around, because I have very important thing to say right now, because I just remembered something, because I was supposed to come on live sooner than expected, but yeah, I just remembered. I said no, okay, since I'm less busy, I better do it now than miss this opportunity, guys. So, guys, how have you been doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? How is wherever you were joining in, wherever you are, how is your country treating you? But my country, so many things have been going on, guys, and that's not what I want to talk about today, because things issues pertaining to Nigeria never ends. You see, every day you come online, you see things happening. In as much as you don't come online, things are still happening, and I will never wish this for my kids. Like, the country has become so something else. Guys, I cannot explain. See, the issues about Nigeria is something you cannot explain. But anyways, if you join in on my live, please don't forget to join in on the conversation. Tell me what you think, and don't forget to click on the like button, share, comment, and most importantly, guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yes, very important, guys. Don't just join, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. And to all those who are always subscribing to my YouTube channel, who are always commenting on my posts, yes, I see you. Oh, ma. Am I pronouncing it well? Hello, how are you doing? So tell me where you're watching from. Tell me where you're joining in from. Hello, guys. Tell me where you're watching from. Oma. Yeah, tell me where you're watching from. So, guys, I want to do a very quick one, like I always used to do. A very quick, should I call it advice, or probably something that can help one or two persons out there. Now, I did a post on Facebook, and don't forget to follow me on Facebook, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook. It's Sarah Fidelis on Facebook. Go and follow me on Facebook. So, guys, I made a post recently. I don't know if I posted it here. I can't remember if I did post it, but I was supposed to, I did a video on that. So I'm going to still post it here. So, but I'm doing this live because sometimes some people might not really want to go back. This live might be, since it's a live thing, you might have one or two few persons that will join in, and very helpful. So, guys, it's this. Now there's this famous Nigerian act. It's not really it's I don't know if he acts movie, because I actually do not I've never watched his movie, but I know he's a comedian. That was where I got to know him first. They say he's a comedian, and he recently got married. But one thing that got my attention is something that happened, and I got to realize that somebody who they have been together is a very close friend, and a lady, and she's an actress, and he got to narrate the story. During his wedding, people were like, "Oh, why is this particular lady not in the wedding?" Stuff like that. I didn't even really know they were close until that whole situation, and I got to realize they're very close. So people said during her wedding was one of the reasons why her wedding trended. He ensured he brought her favorite artists and stuff like that. I actually did not even know he was the one that did that. I got to know when he was narrating the whole story, and that the reality is this: he made sure that he gave her dream wedding, even if the husband did what he did. But because of, what friends can do now, he went all out. You understand? childhood. They have known themselves for quite a long time. But something caught my attention when he was narrating stories was how the lady tried to spoil his own wedding. Like how she tried to blackmail the vendors, both the caterers, those people in charge of whatever, try to tell them, even the one that was in charge of the wife's dress, a day to the wedding, the wife have not actually gotten her dress because of one issue or the other. Then I was like, no matter the issue, you would have at least waited because this person is your friend. Like from onset, he has always been your friend. And the issue, the way he narrated it, it was not like they had an issue. It was more like everybody's minding their business. And he was trying to mind his own business. And the main issue is this: he felt that the reason why the lady was acting out was because he didn't make her his wedding planner. Because I think recently she said she's a wedding planner. So, but the reality is this: people have their choice. I may have wedding planners that I know so well, yes, yes, yes. But at the end of the day, during my wedding, I may not choose you. It doesn't mean that I hate you. Because that's what people do not understand. I don't take offense. I have family members who might not really rate me well. Yes, I don't really take offense, but I just know that the time will come when they will get to see how good I am. But when that time comes, they might not really enjoy that sweet benefit. It's those persons who probably have valued me so well that will enjoy the benefit. It doesn't. They might be my family member, but that's the reality. Because if people from the home do not value you, and you go out there to do your thing, and you don't expect to start to show that so much love in family, knowing fully well that those people out there gave you the attention you needed to grow, every encouragement, inspiration, and every other thing. But that's not what we're talking about today. Now, the idea or the main issue is this, guys. If you're watching and you're enjoying the conversation, please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So like I was saying, so now the whole thing is this: whether or not he made you his wedding planner, that's not my issue. My issue is, why did you go all out to ensure that you made it a sad event for him, like for somebody getting married, for your own friend, Hello, Ifunanya. How are you doing? How are you doing, Ifunanya? I cannot pronounce the other name, but it's telling me you're from the east. You're from Nigeria, I guess. Yeah. So, Ifunanya, where are you watching from? I know you're from Nigeria. I know you're from the east, but I don't know if you're based here in Nigeria. But anyways, tell me where you're watching from, Ifunanya. So, guys, like I was saying. Now the guy narrated the whole story and it got me pissed. You know why? Not like it got me pissed. I was so emotional. You know why? It's really hurtful when you see those people who you go all out for and you start to get betrayals. It's really sad. Like, he was narrating the issues and stuff like that, and I was like, really? These are friends. Now, the truth is this: they always tell people that don't trust people to a point where you take them to be your all and all. Sorry, guys, 1 minute. Hey, guys, I'm coming. It's when I'm busy. That's when you carry your spirit body. I'm coming. I took my hand in your eyes. Sorry, guys. So, sorry, guys. I have to do that quick. They needed my attention. I keep saying this. It's always when I'm busy. That's when they always want me. So, guys, okay. Now the whole thing is this. Now the guy narrated the whole thing and it got me emotional. Hey, if now you're from Lagos, nice. How are you doing and how is Nigeria treating you? Hope you are ready. Hope you go vote come 2027. And who are you voting for? Who are you campaigning for, Funaya? Because this is the time to tell Nigerians. It's not the time to sleep. Wake up, guys. And if Funaya, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click on the like button, share, and comment. Don't forget to click on the like button, share, and comment. So now the issue is this. Now the guy had his wedding and every other thing and stuff like that. But the whole thing was how the lady was trying to spoil the wedding. That got me pissed. That got me emotional. That got me angry. And I was wondering, this is somebody's friend. Now, while I was, listening to what he was saying, then I got to remember that I can equally relate to whatever he was saying. Now, when I was in school, I had this thing. Most times when I come to school, when you're in school, September period, that's my birthday month. Most time, voting for the lesser of the evils. Who exactly? I want to know the name. Very, very important. I want to know the name so that I can know who is my enemy and who is my friend. So, guys, the thing is, so one time I was in school, and you know, I used to have this. It's not like it's a big deal, but the reality is this: we are human beings, and we're meant to feel those moments, have those, thoughts, and you're like, why is it that people do not want to have that time for you? And it's like whenever it's my birthday, everybody's like, she can handle herself, she can do the things by herself. And I'm in the studio, they're all there with me, they're gonna take pictures with me, and they're leaving me to do everything for myself. And but when it's their turn, I'm all out, I'm picking their dresses, I'm picking colors, combination, doing different things, trying to, I'm trying to think for them, like I'm trying to blend, to pick things, to add up one or two things, and it's birthday, right? But that's how it happens in the whole thing. Then this one wants you to do something for her, and you're going to have to sacrifice to ensure you're doing that particular thing. But at the end of the day, when it's your time and they're like, oh, they're busy, they're that silly excuse, and then you're like, what is it that you're coming at the wrong time, or what exactly? And it doesn't really happen just one or two times. It keeps happening. Then I got to realize that it's not that you are coming at the wrong time. It is that they don't really see you or have that word, or probably, how do I put this word? They don't really take you the way you take them. Because it's one thing to be a friend of somebody, and it's another thing for the person to see you the way you see them. You can go out for them. And I said something in my post that I posted on Facebook. I said, sometimes people think that friendship is all about give or take. It's all about, oh, they can go all out, they can sacrifice, they can blah, blah, blah. But let me ask you a question. What if you don't have? What if you're in a situation whereby you cannot give them what they can give you? Because most times people give you or do the same thing you do for them because they know that that thing you're doing for them, or that thing they're doing for you, you equally do that for them, because they know that you are in the same level with them. So at the end of the day, you see them around you, and it's like, oh, you guys are best of friends. What if it comes to a time when you do not have? That is why we see cases in our society where people will be like betrayers, where you go out for a friend because you no longer have, you don't see anybody, they start to complain, oh, I'm having difficulties, blah blah blah, and it's fine. In as much as you're going through difficulties, it doesn't mean you have to want to kill somebody because there was a time you used to sacrifice. But there's what a friend will do to ensure that you're safe. See, as a matter of fact, there's something one of my friends did for me. I'm okay if I have just two friends. Yeah, I'm very okay. I don't really care. I don't want the crowds. I don't want a crowd and let them not be useful. I just want few friends. There's something a friend did for me. I was really passing through this I was going through something, and I had to share with her for some reasons. I shared it with her, and I saw how she was trying to go all out. I saw how she was, thank you, Funaya. I saw how she was trying to go all out. I saw the dedication. I saw how she was paying attention, calling, checking. She was even doing the thing. She was taking the body more than myself. Like, I was going through that pain, or I shouldn't call it pain. It was more like a thing, or I don't know how to put it, but it was something that I should be going through alone. I didn't even share this with my family members for some reasons. And my friend was all out for me. This was not about finances. It's not about her giving me money. It was about, there used to be a time where you just share some burdens, and somebody is talking with you, you understand? So at the end of the day, she was also carrying the same burden as her, and she doesn't have any business to do that. So for me, friends is more than financial needs. Friends are more than them just showing up for you. See, it's bigger than what we think. Even solving your emotional need, material need, physical need, spiritual need. That is who a friend is. People, what they have these days is friends of, should I say, financial needs. And when I need something, have a send me 2K, and or 50K, 100K. Please, can you do 1 million? I'll pay you back in then one. Oh, because they know they will get it back. But at the end of the day, that is way, way big. Friend is way bigger than 2K, 50K. What if a time comes when you are going through hell? Will they stand up for you? will they be in a situation where they are praying for you? I've seen people who will say that they are going through this whether they are sick or something is happening to them, and suddenly their friends are standing in gap spiritually to pray for them. Do you have such friends? Because that's what is more important. So when this guy was talking, I was like, I can really relate to, because it got to a point I stopped celebrating my birthdays. Not that I stopped celebrating the whole thing. Like I stopped taking pictures in school, because why? I feel like when I'm taking pictures, I'm even stressed out. And I have friends, one, two, three, four, more than five of them, and they're just quiet and letting me do my thing. Like she's capable because she's the one fixing us. They feel she's capable, and the ones that want to dab my face, all of a sudden is cleaning up the odor. And I'm like, oh, stop that. I'm like, man, I don't have, like, I'm pissed. Like at the end of the day, I just do my thing and ensure that I'm happy. So I stop doing that. I stopped taking pictures in school. So I do start doing it at home with the right people, with the right face, where I see my siblings, where I see the people that I love that care for me. So that at least when my sis is done with my makeup, she follows me to the studio, give me some post idea, and that helps me out. You get, not with people who they are like, she can do it, leave her, she lay her on it. But when is their time, you go all out. So people need to know. The question you need to ask yourself: what kind of friends do you have? Thank you so much, Ifnanya. Thank you so much. Ifnanya is saying, I wish more people have the same thought process as you. Thank you so much, Ifnanya. That's the reality, because people do not really understand. It's like they have crowds of friends. Why do you see? When I used to be an usher, before I finished school, because that time when I come back from school during holidays, instead of sitting at home, I just do some small jobs and stuff like that. There was this wedding I attended as an usher, and I could see, could you imagine that on the day of the wedding, the chief bridesmaid had an issue with the bride, and the bride told her, "Don't be my chief bridesmaid." And the bride was so serious, to the point where even when she walked in, she turned her back and told her friend, "Please leave, leave here, leave here." And while the mom was coming her, she said, "No, where is her brother? Let the brother come." I think they just have one brother, so she was more concerned. Like I'm like, why would you want to make a scene on your friend's wedding day, if not that you have been having something in your heart? Like there's always going to be why you did that. Your friend's happy moment, and you made it look like it didn't matter. See, people will never see. I tell people something in the video I posted on Facebook. I said most times people should pay attention to the words coming out of the people you call friends. Pay attention to their words, because in as much as you think it's a joke, it is actually what they mean. But they say that everybody's laughing, and sometimes you don't go back and start thinking about it. You just laugh and just continue. You don't really know what they meant. Now, one time like this, one of my friend, she said something and I was pissed. I'm a baker, I'm a chef, I do my thing. I know I've not really gone far. I'm still in the process of getting there. But I started posting something one time, because I didn't to some extent tell them that I got a job, or probably I got a contract where somebody want me to start preparing meals every day. So most times when I prepare that meal for that individual, I will take pictures of it. I decorate the food or plate it well, take pictures, make videos, and post online. And it got to a point where we're talking, and she was like, "Do you think," she was the one, because we were doing a group call with my friends, and she was like, "Who told you that she's the one cooking those foods?" And and I was like, "Really?" I said, "Did you ask me? You didn't ask me. Who told you?" Like, in as much as I didn't want to tell her first, but I had to say it. Like, for her to have think about that or thought about that, it tells you that she may not really be happy because of my post. Do you understand? People are really dangerous. You may not know. See, if God opened their heart, you'll be shocked with what you see. I tell you. When she said that, I was hard, because coming from my friend, what's that? What exactly is that? It's not like I prepared one intercontinental dish that is scary or looking so awesome. It's normal, maybe probably fried rice, vegetable sauce, stew. But now, because of this content thing, you have to plate it well. And I did it so well that she was like, I cannot do that. It's coming from a place where she knows me that, oh, I've not really gotten there. So for her, she feels that it's not me that will do. I told her every single food you see me post, I did all of them, and she didn't say anything. So you did not ask me, but you were so confident that you felt that I took those pictures online. As a matter of fact, sometimes I get shy to take some things online because I feel like it's not original. But whereby I have to do it because just to add, because I've not really have, or probably sometimes I used to forget to take pictures. Like today, today I made pancake, and when I started, I did not start with creating content, but it got to a point I have to finish up with the content. Thank God I have not mixed the whole thing, but I still did that content. So at the end of the day, somebody will still come out to tell you that, oh, you're not the one that do, because they might be watching you thinking that you are not the one that have done that. Now guys, a friend of mine one time in school, she said something. I had a course, I finished from Federal Polytechnic. I had a course in the third year to my final years, in the third year, and it got me scared. And it was ethics journalism, and I was like, this was a course that I never failed the test, the assignment. Like if 10 persons passed the test, I was among the 10. I'm not telling you I'm a distinction student, but I'm telling you that in the test, if 10 persons got the test, because this particular man, people fail his test woefully. So if the 10 persons got that particular test, whether it's it 10, 5, 10, 20, 15, I'm among the 10. So it was surprising when I realized that when I got home, and I said, what? Ethics journalism, I failed it. It got me really sad. Like, I was really, that was the point where I became emotional. I started crying. I started fearing. I was scared. You know why? Because I thought it would affect my CGP. I prayed to graduate with upper. So it got me scared. After the final exam in ND2, we came back. Me and my friend was around. As a matter of fact, my friend was making arrangements for herself. This was a person very close to me. She was making arrangements for herself. And suddenly, when I called, she was like, she was calling one of her friends to do this. I was like, okay. I said to her that I've called somebody in my church, and I told them that I was coming, and they made an arrangement with me. I can equally tell them, and both of us can stay. She was like, okay. And actually, that one she was making arrangements with didn't even work out. So at the end of the day, we both stayed together. So guys, we came in and we stayed together. We were doing the registration, the clearance, the whole thing together. Suddenly she went to the office to get the clearance so that they can give her final CGP. And I got in, and she came out, it was lower. And mind you, my friend never had a carryover all our year in ND. And I was scared. I said, God, my friend did not have a course, and she still graduated with low. I said, God, what can I do? I was scared. Then I walked into the office, still praying and hoping, and I entered, and the man was like, you wrote a postman. I said, yes, sir. And I was like, okay. He was like, oh, congratulations. And I was like, my goodness, what's happening? It was like, it was like, it was like, then he was like, congratulations. I was like, oh, thank you, sir. And he said, you graduated with an up. I was like, my goodness, it was the biggest thing for me that year. Like, I was so grateful, I was thankful, I was happy, I was so excited. Guess what, guys? When I came out, and you didn't know what my friend said to me. My friend, like, it got me so emotional, but I did not show her. Do you understand? It got me so emotional. My friend said, how is it that I graduated with an upper when she did not have a course, but I did graduate with an upper? Then I felt disappointed. I said, oh, really? So because you graduated with a lower, and you don't have a course, so I deserve to graduate with a lower. Like, throughout that period when we were living, she did not talk to me. This is my friend. She didn't talk to me. She was mute. She was silent. I didn't even care, because when I talked to her, I now noticed that the attitude. I said, I won't let this one cover my blessing. I won't let this one stop me from. I started calling my people. I started sharing the good news. I said, thank God for me. Oh, I was sharing my news. I didn't even care. We planned, actually we were going to do something on our way. We were going to get something to cook. But because of her facial expression, I didn't even care. When we got home, and she was like, we didn't buy. I said, I didn't want to disturb you that because you were so angry. She was like, no, it's not so. I said, no, stop that. At the point when you said what you said, You changed your mood and you did not care. And I did not really care because that's not my problem. Do you understand? If you're not happy for, like, I don't even know. She was like, no, that's not. I said, no. I said, that's okay. That's fine. Guys, that's a friend. And from that point, everything I felt for her, everything I used to think that, oh, she was this person that God has sent for me, everything died off. Like, everything died. Like, I was disappointed. Totally. I was so disappointed. Like, how will a friend do that? How will a friend do that? Like, say that to me? Like, it was so hurtful. It was so hurtful. Like, I felt really, really bad. That's why I tell people, you can have friends, but it's, don't look at the numbers, don't look at the multitudes. Look at those ones that will go out if you're without a penny. Look at those ones that will be praying, calling your names in the night. Those ones that really care for you. See, one thing, there is one friend that I'm still around with right now. The reason why I'm around her is because what she did for me in a time where I had nothing. Like, she didn't even really know that God was actually using her. But I really, really enjoyed that moment. But I really, really enjoyed that moment. But those mistakes can happen, but I'm just still around there because I feel like God has used her for me. And I shouldn't, devil can use people, but I don't really, but I'm really careful right now, in as much as they're your friends, but you need to still watch out. You need to still watch out, pay attention, and be careful. Because when this celebrity guy was saying this thing, or this comedian was talking about this actress, what she did to him, I was like, wow, I can relate. These are people you go all out for, but when it's your time, they start to make flimsy excuses. Would I talk about the ones during my birthday? They will pretend they did not see it. Now, how would your friend, how will it be okay that you have a friend and on your birthday she did not even post you? She went to the group chat to say happy birthday because somebody posted you. Actually, my friend posted me on the group chat. That's our school group chat, class of 2022. And she went there to wish me happy birthday. And she didn't even come to my DM to wish me happy birthday. Like, I don't understand how people think. Now, you still wake up every morning, or you still have such friends around you, and you still hold them dearly as guys. You need to wake up and know who are your friends. The fact that you are around saying hello, hi, beautiful, how you doing, and stuff like that, you understand. But you need to be smart. You need to have sense. Because people will never have sense until when they fail them to the point where they have nothing left, when they are dying. They're like, oh, truly, I do not have a friend. No, you just know now. You didn't know all this while that you have nobody. You never had anybody. There was this school daughter I had one time in school. Somebody will be asking me why is it that you have so like you've experienced all these things? But it's really good. You know why? It's so that you really understand who people are. Because sometimes people think that people are actually the best because they are far away from you. No, it's not true. They are not actually the best. Wait until you are close to them, you understand who they truly are. There was this friend of mine, you know, during our second in HND2, I ensured that I carried her along because she was more like concerned who will help her, that she struggled. I said, no problem. If you have the time, we'll go to church together. When I'm going to class, I'll call you like that. First year, result came out in HND. She actually was stopping me in CGP. I was like, whoa. I was like, but I didn't really mind. Do you know why? I'm happy she had no course. I have no course. My other school daughter had no course. We are okay. But guess what, guys? I now told myself, in as much as I'm helping them, because that time there was this invigilator that would tell me, let her sit with me, and I just give her the whole thing to download. Let's try going to class together. Then I told myself I have to be wise. In as much as I'm helping, but I have to be wise. It's not when they call me, I download everything, they will add their own, and I'm lacking behind and they're moving. I want everybody to move, but I have to tell them to a level. So when you ask me what is school, I tell you, okay, school is an environment, expatiate. Do you understand? It's not like you miss the word. Sometimes they write and they are waiting for, they're keeping 5 lines, waiting for me to download. I'm like, oh, really? This is who you take me for. But when it's time to do something for me, you are so not available. Then this particular friend, it got to a time I saw that she was not interested. Her lifestyle cannot help her. She was more like the outside kind of person. She wants to live life, but she also wants to study. So I told myself, instead of me to fall victim, I better leave her, because let her do her thing and let me do my thing. But I got to a time, sometimes she will think maybe I'm having issues with her. I'll tell her, no, it's okay. You're following those particular friends, and I don't relate with them because of their lifestyle. So do your thing, we're fine, we're okay. Then one time during a final year, I told her, because she has an iPhone, I told her, oh, you're gonna take pictures for me. And guess what, guys? We're finishing our exam on the 24th. On the 26th was my birthday. I said, no need of going to the studio now. Why not use my final year or my pass out picture for my sign out picture for my birthday? I was like, okay, I might have an iPhone. She was like, don't worry. That day, she doesn't even going to stay with anybody. I'm going to take her picture herself. Take her out. I said, oh, really? That's okay. I didn't even really care, not knowing that she had another plan. But before that time, one of my friends was like, analysis, because that's my nickname, analysis. I will tell you guys the story behind analysis. They call me Lady Analysis because that's my nickname. So that particular friend, Abigail, she said, Lady Analysis, I'm going to wait for you after exam. So place. So when you're done, and she was serious. So when exam finished, I was coming down. The next time I heard my analysis, I was like, oh, this girl, she actually waited for me. Oh. So while we were taking pictures, I remember that Amara, I'm not taking pictures with her. So let me go and take pictures with her. Then suddenly I went to meet her because her sisters came around. She didn't even introduce me to her sisters. And I was stopping her, guys. Guys, that is the biggest blow ever. Like, guys, it's not like she was far. Like I was standing behind her. So my hands were like this. I was tapping, like calling on her. Uh, I was tapping her like more than 5 times. She didn't turn. Like, oh my God, guys, she did not turn. I was like, what? What? Like, are we having issues? What's the problem? I was like, oh, what's the problem? I was like, what? Why is she not turning? Like, why? Why? Like, I was confused. I was like, really? Or did she think because she has an iPhone, like I was coming. I was actually coming so that we can take pictures together because she's my friend, as I expected, as I thought that we were. Then I left. I joined the other ladies and we took pictures. Imagine the exam finished by 10. I left school to 3. We're taking pictures till that time. Then on my birthday, at first I was thinking, is it that she did not hear my name? Because in the midst of crowds and everything, I was trying to believe that she did not hear, because I don't expect that betrayal. I was thinking in my head, oh, I don't think she will do this. I don't think she will do this. At the end of the day, and I got a shocker of my life on my birthday, which was on the 26th. That's on Monday, 2 days after our exam. She called me to wish me happy birthday. I said, "Well, thank you." So I was not expecting her to say sorry for what I did. Then she said it. I said, So truthfully, this girl actually knew that I was calling her. She said, sorry, analysis, that she knows that she knows someone. I said, wait a minute. You actually knew I was calling you. It was like, and I so like she didn't even give me a reason, but she actually knew that, her conscience has been judging her. And God actually wanted me to see who she truly is. You understand? So she told me that. So I said, Amara, no, wait, hold on. Wait. You actually snubbed me. That's what I told her. Because she spends a whole lot more than me. Because one thing about me is this, my kind of personality. I'm not the person that tells you, I'm a billionaire. No, I'm just an average girl trying to manage life and do my thing. You know, how do I put it? How do I put it? I'm not one of those ladies that go to school and was depending on somebody. I'm depending on my parents and siblings. Those are the ones sponsoring me. So it's not like I had any other income coming in for me. So she was like, "Oh, sorry that she betrayed that." No, she was like, "Sorry that." I said, "No, Amara, you didn't understand that you actually snubbed me." And she was like, "Oh no, sorry." I said, "No, like you snubbed me. Like you actually knew I was stabbing you and you did not respond. Like you snubbed me." And she was like, "Okay, take care." I was like, "Oh, take care, bye bye." Then after school, one time she sent a message and I was like, "What's this girl doing? You think you want to still be my friend?" She was like, "I miss you." That, oh, I said, nah. You can't miss. But I told her, I said, look, the level we are right now, this is where I want it to be. I don't have any issues with you, but I just want it to be like that. Because I cannot be pretending and we're chatting, laughing when I know what you can do. Like the point where we are together, you betrayed me. What would you do on my special day? Like it doesn't have to be my wedding or anything. So people that can really betray, that can go all out to betray you. They're not friends. You have them around you and you are still keeping them. You are still holding on to them, thinking that they're not gonna change. Human beings are human beings. That's why we have people that still can go all out and plan and kill their friend because of envy, jealousy, or stuff like that. If you have one, you're fine. You have two. Don't be thinking about, oh, what are you going to do? So they don't think about that. Think about your mental health. Think about your well being. Having the right one that is just one, it's awesome. Study their body language, study their words, their actions, the things they say. Study it very properly. When I got my name, Lady Analysis, I tell you, that day was a presentation in class, and I was so scared. Like it was because I always wanted to be a public speaker. Like what I do today is something that I have always planned. I've always thought about it from the point where I started. When I'm on the screen or facing the camera, I'm shaking. I'm not always confident, but suddenly I have to tell myself, I have to do this. You have to do this. So today I'm doing it with so much confidence. Somebody somewhere might think, oh, she learned it somewhere. No, 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 no. I did not learn it anywhere. I just told myself that, Sarah, this is something that God has made you and God has created you to do, and you just have to do it because it's there. It's there. So I don't read any magic. So that period, I told myself, I'm going to be perfect. I want to be a public speaker, and I just want to, build my confidence speaking in the public. And guess what, guys? And that day, I told them I was going to do something. I was going to take a particular, you know, because I'm a graduate of mass communication. I told them that the part where I was good at is news processes. I was going to explain that one. So that day, while I was explaining it, and this my lecturer is a very nice lecturer. He's someone that when you're explaining things, he tried to encourage you, even pick points from what you have said and elaborate. Suddenly, I like football. So I decided that, okay, how do I even give more points to my own group? I said, okay, why not I infuse football to an example I wanted to give? Then I did that. Guys, the whole class was on fire. Like my God, it was mind blowing. Imagine when guys are seated and they know that what you are saying is making sense. Like my goodness, it was in another level. Like it was so in another level. Like guys, I was talking with a confidence, using the football as an example, and behold, that name came. Lady Analysis. And surprisingly, I expected that my friends would have been capturing the moment, but no, they were just quiet, just let the thing pass and stuff like that. And suddenly, it was time when everyone was celebrating me, congratulating me. My friends were rather telling me to come, let's go. Not even want me to have my moment. Like, I was like, really? Oh my goodness. See, sometimes you need to watch it. In your best moment, ask yourself, do your friends want you to be celebrated? Because sometimes they can come up with excuses that can look like, okay, it's actually okay, the excuses make sense. No, 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 that's your moment. That's your time for them to celebrate you, and for them to come in and say, these are friends, thumbs up to her, and celebrate you. But they are not celebrating you because why? They want to be in that how do I put it, they want to be the one that's celebrated. But the point where you are being celebrated, they're not celebrating with you. They're coming up with unnecessary excuses. You need to watch out for those human beings. So in life, guys, you must really understand that most people around you may not be the best bodies that you should be around. In as much as they have done so well for you, understand that. Check it very, very well. You have actually done the same to them back. So they have given you have given them back. But ask yourself, in cases where you don't need money, financial aid, you need somebody to talk you out of things. You need someone to encourage you when you're doing bad. People that will call your attention and correct you. Do you have such friends? Or do you have friends that will see you doing some kind of things that you're not supposed to do, and they'll just look at it and they'll continue doing what they'll be like, he's matured enough to think, and you are okay. Because if you actually have the right conscience, you know that that thing you did is bad. So what, to the point where your friends are not calling you to order, you don't actually have friends. I must confess to you, you don't actually have friends that cannot believe in you, even in your best moment. Friends that cannot see that this is who you truly are. Let them encourage you, keep praising you, keep encouraging you, supporting you. They're not actually your friends. Because in a time where everybody wants to be better, and when you are not there, you should actually be celebrating your friend. It doesn't matter. But most times, they might actually get angry with you. Do you know why? Because they want you to give them attention that you're not giving them. They are not giving that attention, and at the same time, they want you to give them that attention. It cannot work like that. So you need to choose your friends, guys. Choose your friends wisely and ask yourself, do you have the wrong people around you? If you have them, you take them away, you cut them off. Friendship is not do or die. You must have the right one. You must have the right people around you. When you have the right, see, you have the breath of fresh air. When you have the right friends, do you get? Because most times people think friendship is all about, oh, during their birthdays we go out, you send them bouquet, you send them this and that. During your own birthday they do the same thing, you post on social media. That's not my problem, rather it's not my big problem, rather. Do you know why? So many people have been doing that on pretense. They have been doing that and this same pretense has made so many people, you know, how do I put it? Betray friends, snatching their boyfriends and stuff like that. You tell them secret, they use it against you, they go and tell somebody else and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, ask yourself, is it worth it? It's better you have one or two friends, one, two, and you're fine, than having 10 friends. No wonder people during their weddings they tell you after sending messages to their bridal train and or the ladies, the people they call friends to be their ashebi girls and stuff like that. And you just they end up seeing like three or four turning up. Then you ask yourself, why is it that others did not turn up? Why? One time during my sister's wedding, I noticed some kind of characters in the life of our friends, and I saw the way they were behaving. This one was like, I have something to catch up, this and that. I cannot wait till the end. I don't understand. This is your friend that is getting married. Like, what is so important that you're going to do today? And you know, they're trying to pay attention to them. So they're like, I cannot wait, I cannot, I'm going, I'm going. I'm like, what's the problem with these individuals? Now you could see that you could see that they, in as much as they did not expect the wedding, but at the end of the day, it could tell you, how would you, it's not like it was an appointment on a Saturday. What could be so important that they did not even say? It's not like they had another wedding. They just want to make excuses to look like they didn't stay to the end. Now, some persons that might stay to the end is because of the kind of, probably the kind of wedding you are having, or the kind of person you married to, and it makes an elaborate wedding where it's so expensive, and they want to be there to the end to show off, and probably to get one or two cats or something like that. They want to be around. How can I miss this kind of big wedding? And in your mind, you are thinking, oh, my friend stayed to the end. No, she did not stay for you. She actually stayed for herself, for our own personal gain. That is what you should know, guys. But at the end of the day, people might never hear until they learn lesson. Because I cannot keep going back to my vomit. We have crossed paths, we have crossed paths. The only thing I have for you is to, hello, hi, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Nice having you. Take care and bye bye. And we're done. Because what brought us together is no longer there again. Because I cannot sacrifice and go all out for you. When it's my time, you are not there. There's always a theme. Those ones that will never call, that will never check up on you, that think, oh, you are Mr. Capable, you are Mrs. Capable, you are Mrs. You are Mrs. Okay. It's really bad. You have friends, they can't check up, they can't call. You always call and they're like, oh, sorry, they did not call, and they're like that. And I'm like, oh, really? And there are people who never wish you probably the Christmas or Happy New Year, happy. They are just there watching your status. They are seeing your post. They are not commenting. It's not a big deal actually. Everybody can choose to comment or do whatever they like. But at the end of the day, so many people are even doing it as for pretense. But at the end of the day, we need to watch out for genuine friends. Friends who will go all out for you. Friends who would not give flimsy excuses on your special day. Friends who will support you in prayer. Friends who will advise you well, who will call you to order when you are going wrong. Those are the kind of friends you should be surrounding yourself with in this year, 2026, moving on from today. Those friends you had that didn't make sense, you need to cut them off. Because right now, if you continue with them, I tell you, you're going to regret life. You're going to even end up in life where you have nobody around you. That's the reality. Because it will come a time, for instance, you might probably passing some, you know, passing some kind of problems or something, and you call on them, they will never respond to you. And you'll be surprised. But I had before, but I used to help. No, it's because you can give them, but they know that whatever they give you, you can give back. That's the reality. So ask yourself, the friends you have around you, whatever they are doing now, is it because they know that you too can do the same thing for them? Or this is who they truly are? We are not saying you should judge them by that, but we are saying it is a thing to look out for. We are saying it is a thing to pay attention to. And most important, like I said, guys, pay attention to their words, their actions, their character, their behavior. My pastor used to say, or my spiritual father used to say, when you want to know those ones that are bad or those wrong people, when you have a good news and you share it with them, when you say, oh, I guys, guess what? My dad bought a new car. Oh, they got me a new phone. At the point where you tell them, watch their expression. It will tell you who your friends are. Watch the ones that are happy. Watch the genuine ones. I tell you, you'll be surprised, you'll be shocked to see some persons will just be there. If you see, some persons will not understand this thing until you start to look out for it. It's not that you want to, you want to put, how do I put it? Somebody will say you're looking for something that is not there, but no, it's more like you are, because most times when people call, it's like, oh, you're hearing their voice, but you're not seeing their expression. You are not seeing their expression. You think you still have friends. So I'm not telling you to dump your friends, leave them, or to do away with them. No, 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 no. That's not what I'm telling you. But I'm saying it's good that you know that you have good friends. There was one time somebody very close to me was having issues in her marriage, and one lady was giving one particular advice, and she was like, "Leave him, leave him." And it got a point. We had to say, if she leaves him, what will happen? What's next? What next? In as much as people are having problem in marriages, but they've not gotten to the point where you are telling this person to leave him, leave him. Do you know why? It's not a case of violence, guys. It's a case of misunderstanding. And but let me tell you the truth, guys. This particularly enjoying marriage now. Like, now imagine she continued with the words. Because sometimes one person can just say some things to make it look like, yes, they are making points. But you just have to think as a friend. Think and ask yourself, if you were married, would you want your friend to be telling you, leave him? Because he made that statement, leave him. What's the problem with people? Like, these are the kind of people you surround yourself with. But at the end of the day, we need to pay attention. You need to really pay attention to all these things, like, because it will really help you a whole lot. It will go a long way to help you keep the right bodies. That's why we see what we're seeing every day flying on social media, because what we are seeing every day is celebrity friendship. It doesn't last. It doesn't. That's why you can hear gossip. People are gossiping themselves because that's not true friendship. So money is not relationship, because people think money is friendship, and even a point where the money does not finish. But because these two parties have money, so they can misbehave at any time, and they can leave you at any time, so long as, and they can even betray you at any time. So friendship is way more important than money. More important. What keeps friendship? It's not money. What keeps friendship? It's not those material things that you get. What keeps friendship is far bigger than what you can imagine. I tell you guys, I tell you, friendship is very big. So this is should I say, my 2 cents of for you to be careful with people around you, those you call your friends, those you say, oh, they check up on me, they don't check up on me. Know what? Know the reason. So that you can even ask God to tell you, Who are my friends? Let me know. Let me know those ones that are supposed to be right for me. That's why I like what I do. When I just see you misbehaving, suddenly the only thing you can see me doing is just celebrating on your day, wish you hello. And most cases, I don't even, these days, I don't even, trouble myself so much to be wishing people happy new year, happy birthday, happy this, happy that. There was this one that actually shocked me. A lady that was like, "Oh, you're my," we actually call ourselves sisters. And on my birthday, she didn't even celebrate me. I can't even remember if she DM me or something. I was like, and that particular day she posted somebody, and I was like, wow, 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 wow. I was like, wow, that's okay. And how I said will be surprised with the way I just withdrew back. Because I'm not ready for that. People say, oh, that little not posting you. I'm not even angry because of not posting. I'm not even angry in that. But what I stop is I don't want to go too all out because I'm this kind of person. When you're my friend, when you're close to me, I try to go all out for you. I try to ensure that you are fine. I don't ensure that on your special day, I am there running head scatter. Like I take care of people a whole lot, and I start to feel like, why is it they feel that I'm capable of doing the thing I do for them for myself? Like, don't they feel like I need that pampering as well? Like I need that love too. We are humans. You don't expect to show love and suddenly when it's your time, they feel like you can handle it yourself, you can do it, you are capable. I don't understand. That's a crazy thought. That's a crazy idea. Eh. One time I remember we used to tell my mom, why would you have a sister during your daughter wedding and your sister will come there and she's tired, exhausted, she's sleeping, and she's a caterer. Why did she not come on time and she do the right thing on time? Like it was not really helpful, it was not really good. But at the end of the day, something happened and she was like, they did not cook it well. My mom was like, where were you? You were sleeping and you came. Imagine you did not even come on time. Oh. People that were friends flew from different places, came in from different far locations. You that were within, you came in later. You didn't even see through what they were doing. You were just sleeping off. We were sleeping on, dozing off. You didn't even assist in doing so much. And you were complaining, the rice is this, the rice is that. They didn't do the same way as so my mom was like, what did you do? So sometimes friendship is more than just checking up on you. Showing up for you matters when the time is right. Sometimes it's not about them being there at the right time or being there on time. It's about them being there. Just showing up, taking care of them, calling, checking up. It's very important. These are the things people do not know, and you need to know this so that it can help you, so that you can live well. That's why most of I like guys. I like guys, their relationship. When you see guys that are so close, their relationship is so genuine. It's so top notch. Unlike these days, we have some ladies, guys that are almost like ladies that know how to gossip and stuff. But genuine friendship, when you see a guy, genuine friendship, it's way bigger than money. Oh. Genuine friendship when you see guys, being friends, true friends. Most guys will take care of their friends, knowing that this particular friend that they know have nothing. You won't even know that that particular friend does not have. Why? Because the other one has. So the guys are more interested in what this one has done for me, what we share, where we are going, our values, what we share in common. But when you see ladies' friendship, you start to question if this thing is truly true, or is it going to end someday. And I tell you, if you go deep and look into it, if you are counting 10 of them, you're seeing only two genuine. At most, you might say just one, guys, just one. So at the end of the day, pay attention to the people you call your friends so that you will not fall prey. And I hope this helps somebody out there. Guys, this is me sharing my 1 cent. Yes, 1 cent is almost 1 hour, guys. So, guys, this is me sharing my 1 cent of what true friendship means to you guys. Hope you enjoyed my 1 cent, and thank you to those that like, comment, share. And I hope if you come across this video, hope you subscribe to my YouTube channel and my Facebook page, Sarah Fidelis, and on TikTok, Sarah Fidelis on TikTok, guys. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media platforms for more of this content, guys. Hope to see you. Don't know when, guys. I don't want to make promise I cannot keep. But anyways, Love you guys, and thank to those people that came on. Ifnaya, thank you for joining in. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much, Ifnaya. You're still here. Thank you, Frank. Frank, you said something and you deleted. But anyways, thanks for joining in. And somebody actually joined in earlier. Omar, hello. Omar, thank you for joining in. And hope to see you guys some other day. Thank you. Bye bye. Love you all.